All right, good people. We're probably gonna make this part one and part two, because part one was me showing you guys the raised beds that I made. These two boxes were just Apollo wood just a couple days ago. When I was telling you about the good folks around here, my neighbor gave me this right here, this fencing. It's like cow fencing. If you go to Tractor Supply anywhere else, Tractor Supply, Home Depot, Lowe's, this right here is going to cost you anywhere from $89 to 120 bucks. Somebody gave that to me. Like I said, neighbors around here, off the fucking chain, and I'm just going to keep it at that. But what I've done so far, I've built my boxes, I've connected this fencing to it. What that's going to do, I'm going to have like zucchini and cucumbers and stuff like that, and those plants are going to run. They're going to run out of these boxes and they're going to grow up on this thing right here. My goal is to have probably about 15 of these damn things going across this. You can't see how much this is, but it's a pretty good stretch of land right here. I could easily do this. I'm also going to have a greenhouse one day too, and out front I'm going to have a big garden out there. Like I said, one day, hopefully I'll be at a flea market selling you some of this stuff. But anyway, I got my compost and manure right here. I got my soil over there. I actually cut down the... It's probably the biggest tree I've ever cut down, but I cut down this tree, and it's been down here for a while. It's been laying on the ground for a while. I knew I was going to do something with it, but somebody told me to put some wood, like tree. Probably better to do old decomposed wood, but I want to do something with this tree because it's been laying here getting on my nerves for a while. So I actually got my Stihl chainsaw. I'm going to have to give this Stihl chainsaw a shout out. Probably the first 10 times I used it, I was having all these problems with it. Took it back to Royal King. Said, hey man, this thing's a piece of shit. They worked on it. They finally got it. Probably the last 4 or 5 times I've used it, no issues at all. So I think we got the chain tightened on it enough to keep it where it needs to be. So part 3 of this is I'm going to gather all these leaves. I'm going to put some of these leaves in here in both of these boxes, and then I'm going to put some dirt in there. I got some dirt. I got both my wheelbarrows over there. I've already dug some dirt up. I'm going to haul that over here. I'm going to put the dirt in there. I'm going to mix this manure and this compost manure and this topsoil together. And hopefully we'll get these plants in there. Like I said, I don't have a lot of plants. I got some strawberry plants and some cherry tomato plants over there. I wanted some big beefy tomato plants with big beefy tomatoes, but I haven't been able to find. I did find some, but they're like damn 20 bucks. And I was like, man, that's a lot of money. I might have to bite the bullet and do it, because some of them had tomatoes already on them. They're already green. They're already starting to sprout tomatoes. So I might have to just bite that bullet and do that, because I eat a lot of cucumber salad with onions and tomatoes and cucumbers. One of my favorite things. But I'll just pan you guys around, let you see what I'm talking about. That's all my stuff over there. Then I got this part right here, and there I think you can see my plants right there, and then, you know, whatever else I got going on. But anyway, this is part 1 and 2 of building this self-efficient little garden I'm trying to make. Like I said, this is an experimental thing. I'm going to hopefully show you guys some produce from this one in a couple of months. You know, it's late in the season. It's July, so I started this kind of late. Wanted to start it a while back, but didn't get to start it a while back. So anyway, I'm going to go dig some of this dirt up, gather some of these leaves. You know, you got to use what Mother Nature gives. You got to use what your land gives you. So right now I'm using some of these leaves, these trees, and some of this dirt. 3 things that I can get off this property to get this project going. You know, I almost think I could just use my own dirt, but I really don't want to spend $100 on these plants and they not get going. So I want to use, somebody gave me some advice, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to try it. And we're going to see how it's going to work. So stay tuned. I'll show you the finished product. Thank you.